What's up, everybody? It is January 5th, 2019. I'm heading home from work right now, and I just wanted to share a couple quick thoughts on the power of positive thinking. I know that's a kick I've been on lately, and what I've been practicing is just out with negative emotions, in with positive ones. So, for example, the negative ones that I'm removing are fear, doubt, worry, regret, discouragement, and depression. And I want you guys to know those things are legit. Anybody that's struggling with that stuff, with those feelings and emotions, I feel for you. I've been there. I've been there plenty, and I know that it's legit. But what I will say is there is hope, and you can overcome those things. You are in control of your mind. Your mind is not in control of you. I know it might not feel like that, but you really are. So I want to encourage you again, take 5 minutes and prove this point for yourself. Get into a quiet spot, feel your breathing, listen to yourself breathe, and look at your surroundings. Maybe you can stare at your hands. You can do anything that puts you into the moment right now. Get into that moment and just focus on staying present. When you stay present, you're going to notice that you are very much more aware of thoughts when they come into your head, whether they be good or bad. I challenge you for 5 minutes. The moment that any thought comes into your mind, kick it out and get back to focusing. Focus on the moment. Just be alert. That's it. Just be alert. Notice when these thoughts come through your mind. When they do, remove them and say focus. You can even say that in your mind. The word I use is thoughts, because the moment that a thought comes up, I say thoughts, and immediately I come back to the present. Make it your goal to literally not think any thoughts, just to be alert. So once you have accomplished that, what that does for you is it shows you that you do have control over your thoughts. It shows you that you have the ability to overcome them and to conquer them. Once you've done that, then ask yourself, what do you want in your space of reality? What do you want in your space of life? As far as emotionally speaking. Emotionally speaking, the ones that I've been over this in previous vlogs, the 5 that I've chosen to dwell on are enthusiasm, joy, love, gratitude, and certainty. Those are all emotions that are, I feel like they are higher emotions. They are emotions that are not base. They're not inspired by the flesh. They are inspired by a higher way of thinking. I believe very likely that they come from what I would say is the spirit realm. Being spiritual and claiming the territory within you that is found in a place that is not from this world. It's from another dimension, another realm. And for all of the people who believe in God, who believe in spirituality, all you people who read the Bible, these are things that are spoken of a lot in the Bible, and there's no reason why you should hear this and be skeptical of it. It's legit stuff. So anyways, take those emotions, dwell on them, and let those things be the thing that become your default. I don't know if you guys have noticed in your lives, but I've noticed that there is a default mindset that will come upon me if I'm not being aware of whatever I'm doing at the moment. And that default mindset is usually a negative one. But the exciting thing is I am rooting that out. And I've got a quick little story that I wanted to share with you about what happened to me as a result of this positive thinking and how it helped me to root out some negative thinking. So I shared in a previous vlog, I believe it was a couple weeks ago, about how I had a sense of foreboding that came over me for no reason. That sense of foreboding, I recognized it, and when it was there, I realized then in that moment, I didn't even know why it was there, but I knew I didn't need it. And so I just kicked it out, and it left. And I remember just kind of like laughing at how fast it went. Well, anyways, it's taking it to another level now, taking me deeper into the layers of the onion, if you will, as far as another layer of truth was revealed to me. So I experienced another day a couple days ago where that sense of foreboding was, kind of like trying to just show up in my subconscious, and I didn't know why. I just knew that it was there. And then I thought back on some meditating that I was doing earlier, in which one of the things that I was concentrating on was not setting expectations for myself. Not setting expectations of saying that things have to be a certain way in order for me to be happy. But then, along with that, what I was realizing when that sense of foreboding was coming on was that's what it was. I was pinpointing that I was putting not only expectations on a particular issue, but I was putting negative expectations on that issue. And that sense of foreboding was literally me just sitting there and subconsciously contemplating the reality as if it had happened already of something negative or bad was going to take place. And it dawned on me, this hasn't even happened yet. And I'm sitting here living in a reality, in like almost like a preemptive state of being, assuming that it's going to happen according to a negative point of view or a negative outcome. And so what it taught me was, number one, you shouldn't be putting expectations on anything. Number two, what it taught me was that even if you are putting expectations on, are they negative or are they positive? Are you being pessimistic or are you being optimistic? There's a huge difference between those two and what it can bring about in your outlook on life. So what I realized was I'm going to start making note of every time that I put negative expectations on something, I'm going to flip them and I'm going to make them positive expectations. Or more accurately, I'm going to look at things with optimism. And so I've added optimism to my list of things to do. And I just want to throw out a challenge to everyone that is watching this. Look through a lens of optimism. You don't know what's going to happen in life. There are often times where things might seem bad, or you might be worried, you might be nervous, you might be fearful about something happening that you don't want to happen as far as an outcome. Number one, you don't know that that's going to happen. It could happen it could all turn out positively, could turn out in a good manner. You do not know with 100% certainty something that was going to happen in the future is going to be negative. So since you don't know that, stop acting and living and thinking like you do, because you don't. So that's number one. Number two, since you don't know what's going to happen, be optimistic about it and watch how your optimism can change your outcome, and it can actually become an optimistic one. A friend told me a quote recently that two people can believe, one of them can believe that they're wrong. I'm butchering this quote. One person believes that they can't do it. Another person believes that they can. They're both right. And I would say that that's basically sums up what a positive mindset looks like versus a negative one. There are areas like this in small degrees where you literally can change your reality by the way you're looking at it. So look at it with positive emotions, a positive outlook. It might be hard at first. It might seem like a struggle. It might seem like this does not seem natural. It might seem like you're making it up and you're conjuring it out of nowhere and you're believing fairy tales. Keep doing it. It's no different than when you go to the gym and you work out your physical body. You are not going to bench press 225 pounds the first time that you go into the gym if you've never lifted weights before. You have to build up to that, and you have to do it more than one time. You can't lay down on the bench, throw it up once, and then assume that you are, boom, instantly you're strong physically. It's not how it works. Same thing mentally. You are not just doing a one-time fix-all situation for your mind when you begin to think positively about reality. You are doing a lifestyle change for your mind. Just like when you want to eat right and get in the gym every day to see results, that's how it happens. And I'm starting to realize that. So I encourage you guys to do the same thing. Go onto my Facebook page, Believe You Me. You can like that. Subscribe on my YouTube channel, Darren Keim. Follow me on Twitter, Darren Keim. Look forward to talking to you guys. Send me your comments. Love you.